Today, my topic will be about artificial intelligence and how are you going to secure your AI journey. Now, as we delve into the AI era, now most of the enterprises organization nowadays are rushing in to reap the benefits of AI. Okay, as you can see, some of the familiar words here were already mentioned by Sir Chito and Philip earlier. So accountability. Now AI needs to be delivered by the organization in full transparency. So it should be able to establish ownership, responsibility as well as security of the whole infrastructure or the whole stack of AI. It should be resilient, no? As mentioned earlier. The resiliency is not only applicable to the current network infrastructure of every organization. It is something that must be adapted all throughout the different adoption of the newer technologies such as AI as well as post-quantum security. No, I mentioned kanina about Q-Day, no, which was now put earlier to 2028, which was originally seen to happen in 2030. Because of the AI adoption, Q-Day is also pulled forward. Okay, and of course we need to establish trust. AI is something that needs to be traceable, transparent, and explainable. Okay. So when securing AI, there are two approaches. One is using AI for security by leveraging on the newest technology and capability of AI, such as agentic and generative AI, no, to protect the network or the assets that we will be running, as well as leverage on the assistive capability of AI when it comes to threat detection, operations, and mitigating the risk. Then another part of approach of security of AI security is securing the AI infrastructure itself. No? So meaning we need to have a means to secure and optimize the use of AI. No? All of the components inside the LLM, the MCP, the agent to agent, as well as the infrastructure. Okay. So the best analogy, not to discuss about the ownership and responsibility of AI security is going back to the shared responsibility of cloud computing, 15 years back. Okay, so we can see the different components of the AI stack, including the user's data, the application, the LLM, as well as the infrastructure. And depending on the use case and scenarios, the ownership and responsibility differs. But mainly, the user and the data is the sole responsibility of the organization or the enterprise. Later on, I will show you the different types of AI adoption where most of the organizations are currently in. So, speaking of the different AI adoption, we start with the public AI. This is where most of the organizations are currently right now. The use of like ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot, Gemini, Perplexity, DeepSeek. No? So the user and data is now being is owned or managed by the organization. Then we have the AI as a service. Now these are the sanctioned AI that's being used by organization wherein they have corporate subscription to Claude or ChatGPT. So when it comes to the AI application, it is a shared responsibility between the AI provider as well as the organization. Then we have the AI as a service. Okay, so AI as a service, is being hosted in a provided infrastructure such as AWS Bedrock or Azure Foundry. Then there are also some service providers that provide this kind of services. No, but the user data application as well as the LLM is being owned and managed by the organization themselves. Then, lastly, the private AI. Also, the full stack, including the infrastructure, the cooling and the power, the GPU, the storage, and everything else are being managed and operated by the organization. Okay, no, so let's start with public AI. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, no, these are this is where most of the organizations are currently in. Now they are using different AI application or tools, no, to leverage, no, like for example, create a marketing materials, no, checking of contracts, no, you correction of the codes, no, and these actually results to a lot of issues, specifically for data leakage, unauthorized access, as well as lack of auditability and accountability, which equates to regulatory non-compliance. Okay? So to address this, no, one of the common solution that we normally look at is data leakage prevention. Okay, so there are DLP solutions that can actually um, coach or anonymize the data that is being shared on a public AI. Okay, so may it be sanctioned or unsanctioned. The next structure is the AI as a service. As mentioned earlier, these are the sanctioned AI models. No? But the difference for this setup is that the AI application is being managed, developed, and operated by the organization themselves. So meaning there will be lots of API integration between the AI application, the user, as well as the different application that is being accessed by the AI. So, for this kind of setup, no, there will be a different approach. No, like for example, the use of an AI gateway. AI gateway helps on reducing cost, no, by serving as a proxy between the AI tool and the LLM. No, and it also provides input and output sanitation. So as you may know, AI, LLM, no, is very prone to LLM poisoning or prompt injection. So these are the kind of threats that an AI gateway can resolve. Okay? Um, Another important thing that we need to secure this kind of AI setup is the web application and API protection. Since the integration between the AI application as well as the different LLMs or AI infrastructure is mostly via API. Okay? The third scenario is AI infrastructure as a service. As mentioned earlier, this can be delivered or can be done using Amazon AWS Bedrock or Azure AI Foundry. So normally, the AI infrastructure, the GPU, the compute, the containers are being run by AWS or Azure, and the rest will be done by the organization. It is like the cloud IaaS, no? If you are into cloud computing as well. So for AI infrastructure as a service, there are two components, the AI training and the AI inferencing. So the AI training during the development, there are lots of integration with third party. We have the remote developers, the local developers, as well as the different data sources coming from external AI or third-party AI to the one that we are developing. No? So with this kind of setup, no, we can see that there are potential breaches that could happen, including sensitive data disclosure, model poisoning, account and privilege compromise, as well as unsecured and unauthorized remote user access. Okay, that's why we need to secure each and every points, no, on our AI model. Now that includes the DLP that I mentioned earlier, no, as well as the cloud native application protection that ensures that the Kubernetes platform are secured and free from misconfiguration. So now we go to inferencing. No? So inferencing is where AI does what it is supposed to do. Okay? So this is the interface between the users and the AI model. No? So you can see here, we have the users and AI application as well as the AI agents. No? These AI agents, no, we have lots of AI agents whenever we send query to an AI tool. No? And one of the key difference is the implementation of the AI gateway, no, to sanitize, to check, and to proxy the AI prompt input as well as the output coming from the large language model. No? So the slide might look too technical, no, but believe me, this is the simplest form that I can create, no, to communicate the message. Okay, and lastly, the private AI. No? So private AI, as mentioned earlier, no, is a sole responsibility of the organization. No? If you heard about sovereign AI, no, so this is the same thing, no? The private AI. Or AI factory, AI data center. So this is the private AI. No? We already see lots of organizations that are planning to build their own AI factory, especially those that are dealing with huge customer database and customer profile, to study the behavior, the products that we can offer, the different information that can be beneficial to the organization to generate more business as well as to serve the customers better. So just like the AI infrastructure as a service, the model of or the structure of AI doesn't differ. So we have the AI training and the AI inferring portion. But with private AI, the infrastructure, including the container, the compute, the GPUs, like the NVIDIA A100, the DPUs, like the Bluefield 3 and 4, as well as the cooling and power, is now a responsibility of the AI organization. Okay? So, bakit kasama yung cooling and power? No? So, most of the attack nowadays are targeting the critical infrastructure, specifically operational technology and the cyber-physical systems. No? So, mainly, if you bring down the cooling system or the power of the whole data center or whatever data you have there will be useless. Okay? That's why cooling and power is also important to secure. Because of the additional components that we have on the Kubernetes platform, so we will need to secure the account as well as the given privileges that can access the different components of AI. No? And account privilege compromise is not only limited to the infrastructure, no, it goes all the way up to the AI training model and AI inferencing. So basically, all of the components that you can see here requires a proper user account and privileges. Another problem with the containerized platform are misconfiguration and the vulnerabilities. No? And most of the containerized platform actually has lots of vulnerabilities if it's not properly assessed or scanned. No? So not only vulnerabilities, but as well as misconfiguration, like excessive privileges, the integration between the different components are too much and so on and so forth. Okay, and of course, the importance of the OT and the cyber-physical systems attacks. So one of the solution that we can consider for securing, especially the cooling and the power distribution, is the OT aware or operational technology aware security. So this kind of OT security aware can determine and understand the different operational technology protocols. Not that um, those people that are working with power and utilities can easily understand. Another solution that we can look at is the identity access and the privilege access management. No? So it is important that multi-factor authentication as well as monitoring of the activities of those users that accesses the system is being monitored and controlled. No? Then, of course, we have the security for compute. No? When it comes to AI, the processing throughput is very high. No? Since we are dealing with the GPUs and the TPUs, no, the security solution must be able um, uh, to perform the same level as the GPUs and the TPUs. Now, one of the advantage of integration to GPU is that the request per second that is being thrown to the AI prompt can be inspected in real time by the security solutions that they are leveraging on the GPU. On the networking level, where NVIDIA has this what we call Bluefield 3 or Bluefield 4 chips on their networking environment. No, the security solution should be able to leverage on that as well. No, to fully inspect the different traffic coming from AI cluster to another AI cluster. So putting the full AI suite here, no, it looks like a complicated slide, no, but if you notice, you only require around 8 solutions to fully secure the AI infrastructure. No, and these security controls can be deployed and can handle multiple flows. No, depending on the segmentation that your organization will be looking at. No, this can be a shared security within the whole AI infrastructure. Another thing that was mentioned earlier is about the post-quantum security. No? It is also important that we consider the quantum safe cryptography included on our security portfolio as well. So we need to look at those products that can integrate with a quantum key distribution solution, or it has an inherent quantum safe cryptography capability.
So earlier you were talking about the importance of accountability, right, reliance, and trust. So ultimately, you need to really secure AI.
Yeah.
But of course, the question now would be that battle between security and innovation.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you build trust in AI without slowing down innovation?
When handling security for AI, there are different approach. No, so normally we ask or we suggest to the organization that we need to map the different systems or tools that is being used for AI within the organization, may it be sanctioned or unsanctioned. Blanket ban of AI results to more problems. Okay. So to establish trust on the system, no, we need to make a way to, or we need to find a way, no, to have visibility and control for AI tools that is being used on the organization. Some employees, no, are uploading data or documents, so without knowingly they are sharing critical information on the public AI. Okay, so we can use tools. As mentioned earlier, we can use the likes of DLP. There are DLP tools that can nudge the user. Like for example, if the tool finds that it is sharing something that is critical or confidential to the organization, it can nudge the user that, hey, you are sharing this, are you sure? Or the tool can automatically anonymize the information that is being shared. Like, for example, if the document contains a name of the person, address, this can be replaced by a random information before sharing or before being shared to public AI infrastructure. So, yeah, so maybe to go back to your question, how are you going to establish trust? Um, Again, blanket ban on AI will not help because it will result to sprawl of shadow AI tools as well.
And interesting that you talked about securing the workforce and all that, right? Because you mentioned also earlier that it's a shared responsibility, secure the AI stuff. Um, so how should own AI security, and how can organizations govern AI without creating unnecessary complexity?
Okay. Yeah, so this is where the use of AI to help us in our day-to-day operation. So AI can also be leveraged on to do the very noisy stuff, like um, alerts and logs analysis. The AI can automatically analyze this kind of numerous tasks that can burden the security analysts of each of the organization, and let them focus on the key responsibilities that they need to do. So these smaller tasks that can be minimized by AI will be a big help and can make the staff or the security analysts more productive. Um, the Another complexity that can be reduced by AI is in terms of troubleshooting and operation. The agentic AI capability of most of the products available nowadays can automatically identify potential upcoming problems within, not only on the network but as well as on the whole organization itself. It can identify intent-based protection. So it can already alert, or it can use its agentic capability to automatically respond to threats and mitigate attacks. So in a way, it simplifies the threat detection and response capability of the organization, which is completely a complex and hard stuff to do. Right?
Maybe one last question before we're running out of time. So we've been talking about AI, we've talked about securing AI, but really, ultimately, if you would talk to these CXOs, what would be that one mindset that all of them should adopt in order to secure their AI journey?
Okay. So it's very important that we identify um, what will be our long-term plans in adopting AI. So we should be very clear on the use cases as well as the scenarios that we want to run on our AI journey. Are we going to use, what are the tools? So we need to identify the tools that will be beneficial and how are we going to develop. And along that journey, security should always be top of mind. Okay? So we, in the AI era, not only the good guys are leveraging on AI, but even the bad guys. In fact, there is an LLM, and the bad guys has the dark LLM. We have ChatGPT, and the bad guys have the fraud GPT. And if you can notice nowadays, the phishing emails are very accurate. Gone are the days that we can easily identify phishing emails by misspelling, wrong punctuation. Ngayon, perfect na yung email nila, and it is very convincing. That's why during the AI journey, no, security should be always top of mind. And we need to talk to cybersecurity leaders and professionals, no, to give advice and recommendation when it comes to or help you, no, to your AI journey.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nap.
Thank you.
That was a great way to start our morning. So please let's give Nap again one loud round of applause. Thank you very much. Now, also as I mentioned earlier during the plenary session, we do have our QR code that we would like you to please, share your one word. Thank you very much. Okay. So let's bring it up here. Again, in one word, what is the greatest risk your enterprise faces in securing its AI journey? So we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do share them. Scan the QR code and let's put them all up there.
The most important companies in the world trust Fortinet, the #1 cybersecurity innovator. Because second doesn't cut it against cyber threats. First in AI-powered secure networking, the best way to secure your hybrid workforce and network edge, and the leading AI security operations platform, putting your security first by keeping you ahead of AI threats today and tomorrow. Fortinet, first in cybersecurity.